daily dose of Milwaukee grinders on for a pair. I'll test that one. Yeah, I'll just see if it even turns. It works, which is the main thing. As long as the switch is on, it should be able to be fixed. I think we all know what it is at this stage. Bearings. One bearing in particular. It's always the same one. And that one is totally shot. Gone completely. There's one of the balls actually stuck onto the armature, onto the magnet. Inside, question is, did the wrist melt onto the housing? So we'll have to open this and see. No, it's not melted it. Should get away with this. Just need to make sure all the pieces are out. No bits of the bearing left inside the motor. That's that all cleaned out. Put that to one side. Get everything out of the way. We want to work on this. Now, and even if that bearing is still attached, it's a very small bearing. You mightn't get pullers small enough to actually grab it. It can be very difficult to get off sometimes. Don't do anything that's going to damage the armature. Don't want to be hitting it or anything. But how do you get this race off now that it's smashed without damaging any of this brass? Handiest way, I find anyway, is with the grinder. And if you own a cordless grinder, you're more than likely going to already own a corded one. So use your old faithful grinder to fix your new modern grinder. And I grind that off just there. Just grind down through the side of the bearing. Just to touch, just kiss that shaft. Once you actually see the shaft, whole way from top to the bottom, through the grinder, through the bearing, you'll be able to just pull that straight off. But wee bit of delicate work just. Just so you can see the shaft. And hopefully simple as that. You've just marked the end of it. Still plenty of meat to put the new bearing onto. Because you're using a grinder, make sure you clean that armature, the rotor again, because that's just a big magnet. All them filings are going to stick to that. New bearing, same size as always, a 605. Press that onto the shaft. Use a wee small socket and hold it in the vise, close up the vise. I just use a bearing press here. And that's us. One new bearing. Milwaukee would just use a decent quality bearing on that there machine. Decent quality bearings. That'll be a powerful wee grinder. Well reliable. Motor switch generally doesn't give too much trouble. But the bearings, just cheap Chinese bearings on the damn thing. Don't last a couple of months like. If you have these things, make sure you change that bottom bearing to a good decent FAG or NSK bearing or something. 605 is what you need.